welcome to the American Scottish Foundation Scots in Us podcast. This week we travel to Edinburgh to the 75th anniversary of the Fringe Festival. And so let us begin by hearing from the Edinburgh Royal Military Tattoo as they take us on a journey back and up to today.
From humble beginnings in 1950 with a show called Something About a Soldier, the Royal Edinburgh Military Tattoo has since become one of the most recognisable events in the world. Celebrating decades of culture and history, and bringing people together from all corners of the globe, this event draws a live audience of 220,000 to Edinburgh every year, where tradition meets new, where magic meets experience, honouring the past and the present of our armed forces. This is the Royal Edinburgh Military Tattoo. As a not-for-profit organisation, the Tattoo has contributed over £12.3 million to both military and arts charities across the UK. Following 2 years of cancellation due to the COVID-19 pandemic, now under new creative director Michael Braithwaite, the Tattoo will return with a bang in 2022 with a new show, Voices. Through Voices, the Tattoo will celebrate the power of connection with a collective of international, traditional and world-class performances. Join us for Voices 2022. Celebration of expression. Be part of it at the Royal Edinburgh Military Tattoo.
Hello, this is Marla.
This is Margaret.
And Georgia.
And as you know, if you're people of the American Scottish Foundation, we're the Highland Divas.
Highland Divas.
And we are here actually after the show at our accommodation, at the show being the Royal Edinburgh Military Tattoo, and we're tired and we're
buzzed
with the excitement of doing this incredible show that is just the experience of a lifetime for all of us, and we can't wait for you to hopefully see the television broadcast,
which I believe is televised on August 29th
in the,
in the UK anyway.
BBC One.
BBC One. And yeah, and we're just, for me personally, it's like such an honour to be in Scotland, my country, original country, singing at such an amazing gig. It's like mind blown.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah.
Georgia, any words?
Oh, well, yeah, it's really cool too, because I used to come to the tattoo a lot with my grandparents every year, so I've been having all these moments of nostalgia, and I sing right to the area where I remember my seats were with them at the last time I was at the show, and it's just really special every night to have that little extra connection.
Yeah, it's incredible. I never made it here as a child or a young adult, but I used to watch it on the television in New Zealand with my dad, who was a piper. And even though we've been in talks for a year about this, nothing has prepared us for what an incredible show this is. And it's so exciting to be part of a large, not just Scottish community, but an international community with people coming from all over the world. Really a Scottish diaspora. Yeah, we're having just the best time, and we can't wait to be back in New York with all of you, but we're really going to be sad when this is over.
I know, it's going to be so hard. We just want to take this show on the road.
Yes, we do.
Let's make it happen. Let's just take it.
See what we can do. But anyway, we're going to sign out because we need to get our rest before we do it all again tomorrow.
2-show day tomorrow.
Yes. But we just want to say that we send our best to all of you back in the US, back in New York, and we can't wait to be with you all again.
Have a great one. Bye.
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 Thank you to the Highland Divas for taking a moment to send us a message. We are so proud of you ladies, and we can't wait to see you back here in New York and joining us once again for one of our events. Your voices are so amazing, and what a fantastic moment for you. And now we turn to the Pleasance, one of the leading producers of productions during the Fringe. They have over 230 shows going on this year. But let us first of all catch up with Martin Hunt.
Hello, good afternoon from Edinburgh Festival Fringe, the most wonderful place to be in the world in August. Here I am at the Pleasance, about to go and see a wonderful show at the Grand. But of course, there's so many things. There's over 3,000 shows here this year, including the most wonderful contemporary dance performance called Freedom Ballet, which has come over from Ukraine. Please do come and join us here at the Pleasance, but there are many, many other shows and many other venues that you can enjoy the wonderful atmosphere, and we have fabulous weather this year.
Thank you, Martin, for that great introduction to the Freedom Ballet and for taking us into the courtyard of the Pleasance. And now, with that, let us join Anthony Alderson, who is in charge of the Pleasance, who are producing over 250 shows this year alone.
Where are we this year? Well, we're back. I mean, what I mean by that is that we're opening all the venues that we did in 2019. We have a jam-packed program.
How many is that?
So this year, I think we're 27 venues.
Fantastic.
And we're presenting over 270 shows.
Amazing.
And our biggest venue is 1,300 seats. Our smallest venue is 50 seats. And it ranges from very large ballet down to, brand new pieces of new writing from new companies, stand-up comedy, great big children's program, lots of spoken word, and lots of festival. I can't wait.
So when you say festival, what do you mean by that?
Well, we open on the 3rd of August and we close on the 29th. So for 27 days of performance, we will be presenting 280 odd shows every day. We have a cast of probably 2,500 people who are involved in all of those productions across those venues. We have a crew of nearly 500 who run the buildings and run the bars and the catering, and we partner with Edinburgh University who run all the bars. And we hope a very large audience. When we did this last in 2019, we had an audience of just over 600,000 people came through the Pleasance, and our hope is that those people will be back and will be bringing all their friends.
Are you incorporating some of the outdoor elements to the performance space?
We're not. I mean, the outdoor spaces around the Pleasance are very much there for the enjoyment of customers between shows. But no, we're building venues again. We're turning all those little nooks and crannies and rooms and sports centres and lecture theatres back into theatres. In fact, the crew started work this week on starting to build it all.
But that is what the whole Fringe is about. It's about all these going into a building and there being like 5 different performances going on in different areas of this building.
Absolutely. So we have 3 sites, the Pleasance Courtyard, which has 16 venues around it. And that's where we started 38 years ago, yes, when we opened one space. There is actually a theatre there. The original theatre, the Little Theatre, was, this is the 75th anniversary of the festival. And in fact, in 1947, one of the original Fringe productions, a production of Gorky's The Lower Decks, was put on in what is now the Pleasance Theatre by Glasgow Unity Theatre. They came with a piece. They were one of the sort of 8 protesters, the uninvited 8, who the international festival really didn't want, because they didn't want to promote Scottish work in quite the way that the Unity Theatre wanted to do it. And so there has been something always at the Pleasance on that site. In those days, it was called the Little Theatre, but there has been something there really since the very start of the Fringe, way back when, in 1975. We started calling it the Pleasance in 1947 is when that started. We started calling it the Pleasance in 1985. And the name is now stuck.
The courtyard is such a beautiful location.
It's a wonderful venue. It's like a Belgian beer garden. You feel as if you're in a part of Edinburgh that's been carved out of the very rock of the city. It's the most gorgeous. I've probably spent 4 years of my life in that courtyard over the years, you know, doing theatrical things. One of my favorite places on earth. And what I love about it is that you can sit in the courtyard and complete strangers will come and talk to you about the shows they've just seen and what they've just experienced or who they've just met, or the argument about nuclear physics they're probably having with a member of the bar staff, because most of the bar staff are university students and they're all incredibly bright, incredibly clever people, and speak several languages, and you know, it's the most wonderful gathering of human spirit.
And it's right in the center of the city, you know what I mean? It's easy to get to.
When we started, it was very much on the outskirts of the Fringe. We were seen as being really kind of, you know, outlying the center of the Fringe. But now I think in fact, I think one newspaper called us the epicenter of the cultural universe. So you can make of that what you like. But no, we love being at the heart of the festival. It's such a wonderful event.
There are shows going on from 10 in the morning to the early hours of the next day. And knowing where to go and where to grab some food is very important. And doing that special place to sit down and have a wonderful evening, also important to know about. And one of those such places is the A Club. The A Club was started by the Sterling brothers, who are the founders of Arbikie Distillery, which is those wonderful vodkas and gins and now whiskies that are coming from their farm down there on the west coast of Scotland. And so let's join them to learn a little bit more. hope you've been enjoying this segment as much as we've been enjoying putting it together for you. The Edinburgh Fringe is a huge subject. There are over 33,000 shows going on, as Martin Hunt was explaining. And so how would you plan your visit in 2023? You need to go online to the Edinburgh Fringe box office. They will be the place that will give you all the shows laid out and start to be a way for you to plan. Also visit the Pleasance, who have over 200 plus productions going on. I'm sure next year, because that's as many they have this year, and they will do only more. And then you must also understand that all the disciplines of the arts are covered. There's the film festival, the book festival, the museums are all doing special things. So there is lots and lots for you to plan around.
Edinburgh's festival scene first began in 1947 as a platform for the flowering of the human spirit. With 11 festivals all year round, nowhere else on earth does it bloom so magnificently. Join us in 2022 for our 75th anniversary year.
So we hope that you've enjoyed this as much as we've enjoyed bringing it to you. And we will be doing more all around the Fringe in the coming months, because planning is very important. And we hear that tickets for the tattoo will be going on sale for 2023 very shortly. Join us again the first and third Monday of the month for the Scots in Us, and visit our website to keep up to date on all we're doing, AmericanScottishFoundation.org. Until next time, thank you.